Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the Radiance. Toonlink Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly the Anomalacars, and even Turnip Boy. I am the United States Aviator. 5 years ago to the day. And I've kind of just been sitting down here thinking about it. We had our very first Hunger Games. It's 5 years to the day. Ridiculous. It's kind of crazy to think about. It's not when the series officially started as like a series in itself. That was back, or I guess a little bit further in the future. That'll be in January. But we're at the 5-year mark from that first episode with the V3 characters, and you won that first game. And I've just been kind of sitting down and reflecting on it, and very, very thankful just to be here with you guys. Really been enjoying it. And it's just weird because I've learned so much stuff over those 5 years. Just about video making and story crafting, just a lot of stuff to learn. It's weird that some of that stuff takes like 5 years to not even perfect because I am far from a professional, but if you like go back to that first episode and then you go forward and you're like, wow, it's like night and day the difference between the things that were and the things that are and how far we've come today. I've learned a lot about lighting, sound and audio design, just how to edit the videos better, just the video program editing programs and OBS. Man, OBS is a beast. I've learned so much stuff about OBS this year, and it's just wild that this opportunity presented itself, because it was all about luck. It's really all about luck when you come down to it. 5 years. It takes 5 years to do a lot to get to this point, to learn all of these things, and in the past 5 years, I don't know why it took so long, to be honest, to realize that all of these characters suck by comparison to the undisputed champion of champions, the United States Aviator. 5 years of history, and it took 5 years for everyone to recognize the greatest of all time. Imagine, we could have gone 10, 15 years without acknowledging the United States Aviator, the best in the world, bar none, because every other competitor to step to him absolutely sucks. And that's not a prediction, that's not a spoiler, that's not even a fact of life. It's just the stone cold truth. Welcome to the Danganronpa Hunger Games. 5 years to the day. And we got ourselves essentially the opposite of what Friday did on Friday, which is, the good guys, whoop-de-doo. We want to embrace the bad boys and girls, yeah. Those who are not, don't exactly play by the rules, do a little bad thing every now and again. May not be bad to the core, but not the defined good being. So, let's go through all of them. We got Togami, Celeste, Junko, Leon, Mondo, and Mukuro. Fuyuhiko's here, as well as Gundam Crazy Yoko, Nagito, Peko, Sonya, Teru Crazy Yoko Extra Large, and Azuru. District 3C's Genocide, Jack, Jotaro, Kotoko, Masaru, Monica, and Nagisa. District 4C's Angie, Karumi, your tag team champion, Kokichi, Kori, Maki, Mew, Ryoma, and Samugi. District 5 just sees Juzo, Tengen, Munakata, Ruka. District 6 sees all those bears, Monokuma, Monodam, Monokid, Monofumi, Monosuke, Monotaro, Shirakuma, Kurakuma, and, as I said, over the past 5 years, there's one thing that is truly the biggest and most important thing that I've learned, and it's that man's is the best person to ever step foot in the Hunger Games arena. Oh, yeah. Boom! But that's not all that we have, because Friday Night Inferno is next Friday. Keep that in mind, not this Friday. Usually it's the first Friday of every month, but this Friday we got a scheduling issue. The AVs will be out of town, but There will still be Inferno, and it'll come next Friday, and we got some matches for you. First and foremost, it is Tables Championship action. Tamara successfully defended that Tables Championship at Brawl-O-Ween. However, she'll be facing someone else who picked up a big victory at Brawl-O-Ween in a Gremlins match. It will be Lady Anna versus Tamara for the Tables Championship. Will Tamara continue to extend her legacy, or will Lady Anna snatch the ankle and then maybe toss Tamara through a table? Uncertain, but while they don't have bad blood, Mizuki sure does. Mizuki has been the target for some reason of Nai's attacks time and time again, and just recently, Aiba revealed herself to be a part of Nai's attacking Mizuki in the process. And Mizuki says she wants that fight. She wants an AV Mania run back. She wants herself versus Aiba in a Mets match. When you think about it this way, Mizuki has never actually been able to stand toe-to-toe with Aiba, but now I think she thinks a little bit differently about all of this. I think she thinks that she will be able to come out on top. I guess we're about to go and see. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Aiba, it is Mizuki, and to make matters, you know, just a little bit safer, I'm banning everybody from ringside. So if there's any Nai shenanigans interrupting this matchup, we will be ending the match. Keep that in mind, no shenanigans allowed. It will be a disqualification. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for right now. We will have 2 big-time matches. We'll have some more matches as well. Get ready for it. I know Gonta and So are just relieved to keep their titles, but are not so happy to see that who is behind those masks that attacked them. That being said, I know Asnir wants to get his hands on a certain someone too, so maybe Wednesday we should talk about that. Even though I am very much undoubtedly the greatest heel of all time, I still don't like Nai's. They suck. Gentleman Thomas super duper sucks. He shouldn't have been there. And I was actually writhing with fury. I wanted to punch him in the face, but I'm glad Lead AV did. That being said, before you guys make your picks, we do need to go through and actually spin this wheel. It's not like Tenko's gonna get in here because Tenko sucks, because, I mean, like, you know, it's Lead AV. Nobody's gonna cash in this title on Lead AV, isn't that right? Spin that wheel. I'm gonna spin it real quick. Look at this. Do you think Tenko, does that look like Tenko's gonna rain chaos? No, you thought for a second, didn't you? Oh, that was really cute. That was so cute. You were like, oh my gosh, AV's gonna have to defend that title. Oh, but you were wrong. That's adorable. Oh man, real cute, real cute. That being said, AV walks out again with that title. And let me tell you, that wheel's never gonna hit. Never. I know that might make you a little bit upset, it might make you furious in fact, but it's just not gonna hit. AV's a forever champion, and when it does hit, he'll still be the champion. Don't worry about that. That being said, make your picks first, second, and third. Make them in the comments. Oh, where's my phone? That's unfortunate. Usually I read your comments from my phone because I didn't want to pick out a comment from the last time and read through them real quick. In the Hunger Games, last time I asked you guys about your favorite drinking apparatuses. Apparati. I do know what I want to do this time, and it's not a specific question. But we'll get to it in a second. It's just something I think that might be neat. A fun little group experiment. That being said, I'm gonna wait for this to load. And here we go. Your comments from last time, make them in the comments for picks right now. But for right now, let's go through your comments from last Thursday. As we talk about your drinking, beverage apparatuses and whatnot. We have a lot of people who commented last time. And dun, 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 dun. The statue wanted blood. Anthony Sub commented, Mika, don't do that. That's the Archon of Death, right? Never forget. Nahida is death straight up, says opening and all. XSB said, I can't believe you did that. Lied about Teto. Exit speed, first of all, I'm a heel. Secondly of all, Teto sucks. Gentleman Thomas sucks. And gosh darn it, you suck. Yeah. Let me see. Ryan, I have some interesting secrets. Oh, interesting, fascinating. Matthew does not have a favorite mug. Cherry, favorite drink apparatus, a Santa mug. I used to have a Santa mug. Always drinks hot chocolate out of it in December. But your favorite is a tall orange bottle customized to look like an ink tank that you find in Splatoon, which sounds actually really, really dope. Kuzu Soda, favorite mug doesn't have one, but if you had to choose, it would be a Christmas themed one because you love Christmas. Y'all, let me tell y'all, Christmas, Halloween's over. You know who's defrosted, baby. Oh, heel AV, you love to see it. Oh man. That being said, Natasha Scott is freaking out over, or I guess Kokichi rather is freaking out over Shuichi and Kaede being in a team this season. Let me see. Kotoko says, it's okay, most people mess up our names, thank you. That's how y'all exist. Let me see. Oh, and Waterfall does a suggestion for the Danganronpa character for the team death would be Angie, Azuru, or Gundam. And I didn't think about Angie because, you know, the Otua, you know, Azuru, because he's God mode apparently, and Gundam, it just feels right for Gundam, but I think I would go for one of the other two. Dragon Force Czar, who gave us this joke that says, what is Kaito Momota's favorite drink? A macchiato, which I did giggle at the first time I read that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Lady Psychic says, my ride or die for this team is the Ghostbusters, and I'll tell you, they're a pretty cool team. They suck in comparison to Eevee, but you know what? It is what it is. And Sonic Gaming says, I submitted a team almost identical to Ghostbusters, but I swapped out Dave the Torchic and called it Dave and Busters. Okay, that's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty dope. That being said, I'm gonna give the spiciest comment to, or the best comment, your featured comment to, I'll give it a Cherry. I'll give it a Cherry for the ink tank drinking apparatus. I think that's pretty cool. Now, what I want you guys to do in the comments below, first of all, I'm gonna think of a Pokemon, and I'm gonna give you guys one word, and I want you guys in the comments to guess what Pokemon I'm thinking about. Then, also, in the comments, you think of a Pokemon, think about one word, and then you, everybody else, go through, look at their one-word responses, and try and guess their Pokemons. Come back a little bit later and do it, or do it as you're watching the episode if you're watching a little bit later. I'm gonna go through them and try and guess too. I had not thought of a Pokemon. You know what? I got some Pokemon cards right here on my desk. I'll just pick one. I think that's pretty fun. And this is our Pokemon. Ooh. Okay, I have my word. My word is dick. Good luck, but don't worry, next time you'll see that I was cooking. That's my word. What Pokemon am I thinking about? Or did I pick? And then also pick a Pokemon for yourself. I'm gonna go through the comments while I'm out of town. Probably late one of these nights, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna say that this one was yours. I think this is gonna be a very fun little comment excursion. So please do that. I'm gonna go through them. That being said, let's do this episode. I'm gonna make my picks real quick because this intro has been a little bit long. Give me XL for first, give me Kurumi for second, and I'll take Monokid for third. That's the end of that. We got ourselves a show to go. Asnir's still healing, man. There's no die around here. Play the music, play the roll music, man. Oh, you know what I do have? It's a bag of candy. We got your Skittles, yeah. We got your you got your Starburst. Hold on. Starburst is my favorite gacha game. I'm gonna be real with y'all. So I'm gonna peel this open. What's my gacha? Okay. I got a strawberry and I got a cherry. Okay, well that's not bad. That's not bad. It could have been a worse gacha. It could have been a worse one. Hold on. I want to do one more. I do want to do one more. Here. I got one more in here. All right, come on. Give me double strawberry. Double strawberry is the realest one. All right, so here we go. We got one strawberry and what is? Ugh. Pablo? What are you doing in a Starburst? This is something I expect from Asnir. Okay. Pablo, I'm not gonna ask any questions. Hopefully you're not going through your teenage rebellious era. I can't deal with two of you. That being said, how many rolls are we doing this time around? Pablo's got us with 4, so not just one time. Not 2 times. Not 3 times, but I'll tell you it's actually 4 times. It's 4 times that we're gonna resimulate, and we're gonna do that right now. Secret achievements are in place. I need to make sure not to hold that Pokemon card up to you guys, because then you'll be easily guessing. But I think I gave you guys a pretty good clue, if you're not thinking filthily. That being said, let's start this matchup, and we start this matchup with the horn. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, would you please do what you do best, horn bearers, and sound them? Thank you, horn bearers. I appreciate you every which way. That being said, Fuyuhiko and Leon immediately become friends. I don't know if I'd shoot you two as the best of friends. I don't. Monokid falls into a pit and dies. Monokid, I'm starting to believe the last season really was just, it might have just been a fluke for you, my guy. Nagisa runs away from the cornucopia. Kokichi brought a tray of freshly baked cookies. Hygiene doesn't get any, though. Mew is the elusive option 11. I believe that. I sincerely do. Monokuma steps off of the podium so soon, too soon in fact, that he blows up. Jotaro watches with envy as Junko and Ruruka kiss before leaving the cornucopia. Tsumugi clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Mondo runs away from the cornucopia. Genocide Jack runs away as well. Kotoko grabs a sword. Monotaro finds a vision in the cornucopia. What Archons are leaving visions? Is it you, Raiden? It's probably Furina. Monophony and Tengen decide to have a contest to see how many Komodos they can kill this game. Togami bashes Teruteru's face in with a mace. He's not alive. Nagisa and Masaru fight for a bag. Masaru strangles Nagisa with the ropes and runs. My gosh. Munakata runs away from the cornucopia. Azuru rises into the arena on a unicorn? I can imagine just straight-faced Azuru just riding in on this big old unicorn. He's like, yes, hello, I'm Azuru. However, more aptly, Crazy Yoko is doing some crazy things. Killing Peko, Crazy Yoko, herself, her younger self, a time paradox, Sonia, and Shirokuma in one big blow. Avi enters the arena feeling a little under the weather. I'll tell you what, it is, it is autumn, so that's where I kind of get a little bit of autumn allergy. It hasn't been that bad this season, but it's gonna probably be a little bit worse since we had a random week of warm, so things started to be like, oh, you know what? I think I'll be doing a little bit of extra doing of the allergies this time. Yeah, I don't like it. So Gundam and Kurokuma can comfort him and offer to take care of him in this game. My guys, thank you too. I acknowledge you. Karumi, Angie, and Mukuro work together to get as many supplies as possible. Cory refuses to fall into despair. Monodam receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Juzo runs away from the cornucopia. Ryoma finds a teleporter and teleports him to the despair dimension. Okay, well, we gotta get him back. Monosuke time travels in from a past game in his blue police call box, and Celeste and Maki bury Monica. I'm sorry, Celeste and Maki, yes, bury Monica in the snow and leave her there to die. Well, some people did get snow very early, a little bit further up north. Mew gets a hold of my soundboard and plays I Want It That Way. Do you though, Mew? Do you want it that way? One of these days I'm gonna have to get all the AVs together and we'll cover I Want It That Way. As an acapella. Someone will have to remind me. Where is it on the soundboard? Goodness gracious, it's gone forever. Mew, you might not get it that way, I found it. Monophony puts on Shuichi's hat. She finds it somehow and puts it on. Mukuro and Angie grievously injure each other. In order to survive, they nurse each other back to health. Maki is the best in the world! Gundam kills Mondo while he's resting. Monosuke is making Crazy Yoko Extra Large angry. Monosuke is not gonna like Crazy Yoko Extra Large when he's angry. However, Kotoko grabs a burning log and hurls it at Zuru's tank, setting it tent. Setting a flame, roasting Azuru alive. Avi drives up to Maki Donald's, wants an ice cream machine. Fortunately, the ice cream machine is working because him and Maki go way back. How lucky. Togami bashes Juzo's head with a mace. Togami, is this the second time that you've just been walking around with that mace? He's like, alright, let's go. Leon. Can't wait to kill Sayaka this game. Tengen invades Fuyuko's privacy, listens to him sing in the shower. Samugi. Her phone rings, her caller ID. This says nothing, but it's Jotaro on the other line insulting her. Munakata Junko and Kurokuma begin to invite Junko, triumphantly kills them both. Well, she is the baddest of the baddies. Nagisa. Accidentally bursts out the fact that he likes Masaru in an unplatonic way. Masaru declines the accidental confession, saying that he doesn't like him that way. Kurumi does a sick kickflip but fails landing, falls flat on their face. Monotaro gets the ultimate ticket license, talent rider license revoked. What was he? What, the ultimate small knight? I guess? Monodam is the best there is, was or ever will be. That is my favorite of the bears. Kokichi dies as their gold. Genocide Jack doesn't believe in palindromes. Corey asks Avi if he can be in the World Pancake Championship match. Well, usually I would say no, you suck. However, after your performance at the incredible Brawloween, I'll slide you in there just this once. Haiji strangles Celeste with his brand new socks, and Ruruka finds a water gun, fills it with holy water, fires it at Ryoma. Surprisingly, he screams in pain before he disappears. We've lost. More. Okay, I guess we're getting ready for AV Mania again. The last time, we said this the last time, the Statue of Liberty just kept falling down on people. Oh no. Yo, there's so many new arena events, I promise you, but apparently AV Mania is running wild on him. Crazy Oak Extra Large crawls into the ring to get supplies, never heard from again. Junko and AV set up the announcers tables. Fuyuko configures the Titantron. Monodam, Nagisa, Leon, and Angie help move the giant Statue of Liberty. It falls over, crushing them. Mew walks down the ramp, crashes into the steel stairs, doesn't get back up. Corey falls from atop the Titantron. Haiji sets up chairs for the audience. Masaru, Maki, and Togami help push the giant Statue of Liberty into place. Good! Successfully after it fell down. Monotaro dies the ring ropes red, white, and blue. Monofini trips and falls all the way down the ramps, doesn't get back up. Katoko sets up chairs for the audience. Gundam trips and falls down the ramps, crashes into the stairs, doesn't get back up. Jotaro and Jack set up the announcers tables. Monosuke sets up chairs for the audience. Ruka, Kokichi, Samugi, and Mukuro help move the giant Statue of Liberty into place as well, but as it was pushed back over, it falls down again. The giant Statue of Liberty, man. I think it has the most KOs of all time this season in a single season. Just on like the second week. Oh, this has been running wild. That's crazy. Or I guess the third week. Tengen dies the ring ropes red, white, and blue, and so does Kurumi. We lost quite a few instead. Instead, it was a 29. Yeah, I suppose it's a Claire de Lune for Monokid, Monokuma, Teru, Nagito, Peko, Crazy Yoko, Sonia, Shirakuma, Monica, Mondo, Azuru, Juzo, Munakata, Kurokuma, Celeste, Ryoma, Crazy Yoko Extra Large, Monodam, Nagisa, Angie, Leon, Mew, Corey, Monofini, Gundam, Ruruka, Kokichi, Samugi, Mukuro. Man, oh man. See everybody's statuses. Definitely none of these hit. But I guess we'll, control F alive. We got 14 people left. There's 4 more into your saving grace picks, you guys. We're probably gonna get to saving grace picks. We might get to the feast next round. This might be like a 2-day game. AP Mania's running wild on him. You know, more of them might have survived if they just didn't suck. We still have Togami, Junko, Fuyuhiko, a lot of Ultra Asparagos team. Jack, Jotaro, Katoko, Masaru, and Haiji. We have Kurumi and Maki. We have Tengen. We have Monosuke. We have Monotaro. And for the fan vote, of course. Boom. AV. That being said, let's continue. 14 left. And those 14 goes to 13 because Fuyuko bludgeoned Genocide Jack with Justice Hammer 1. We haven't seen that thing in ages, at least not recently. We saw it last season especially. Maki steals Masaru's first kiss to Kurumi eats a turducken yum, hopes she can walk it off during the game. Jotaro had it coming. Tengen shoots an arrow into Togami's head. Rest in peace. Haiji fell out of the world. We're gonna be at your saving grace picks, you guys. We're creeping up real close. Monosuke wants Avi to give Sayaka a chance. Monosuke, I don't hate you, but I will punch you. Avi sets down a few more traps before returning to camp for the night. Kotoko and Monotaro sing some show tunes. Junko eats a Cadbury and Reese's egg at the same time. She becomes the embodiment of Easter. I don't know if I want Junko as my embodiment of Easter, but we do have the feast. And the cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and momars from the tribute's families. Monosuke, Masaru, and Monotaro confront each other but grab what they want and slowly avoid conflict. Tengen kills Kotoko with her own weapon, you fiend. Maki convinces Avi not to kill her, only to kill him instead. Maki! But we went way back! Fuyiko decides not to attend the feast, and Kurumi repeatedly stabs Junko to death with sighs. We are down close. We're down like to what, 6? 7? 7. Might be down less than that though. Fuyiko's not crying, he's sweating from his eyes. Kurumi uses a spell to suck things out of Maki, which fails because there's nothing to suck out. Tengen decides to do Masuru's free time events. He thinks that he's gotten closer to Masaru. Today, Monotaro asks Avi if he can be in the World Pancake Championship. No, because you suck. Monosuke seems to be alive, but it's a lie, so that brings us down to your final 6. It is Fuyiko, it is Maki, it is Kurumi, it is Tengen, it is Masaru, and it is Monotaro. And unless it's an arena event, we got 8 gone. Final 6 remain, and after this, final Claire de Lune of the episode, real quick for Jack, Jotaro, Togami, Haiji, Kotoko, the best in the world, Avi, Junko, and Monosuke. We're at your saving grace picks. Oh, let me not say it like that. How'd your picks do? Did they suck? Well, I could have told you that. Unless you picked the United States Avery, who got so close but was betrayed by one of his own. We don't like to talk about that, but what we like to talk about is everybody else who came before him sucked. Every single last one of them. Terrible, trash, garbage. But that does indeed entail that we may need some new picks, and those new picks, I'll let you have some. Just don't make sure to pick some people who don't suck as bad as your old picks. These picks will be known as your saving grace picks. We have Fuyiko, babyface gangster. Baby gangster, slingshot savior. Slingshot Fuyiko, never forget, he's still here and he might win this whole thing. Masaru has not really had a moment in a long time, but will he have that moment today? Can Masaru make the most of today? Hey, we'll wait and see. Kurumi, tag team champion, wants a spot on the singles bracket. I mean, that wouldn't be too surprising. We've seen many of people do it before. Can Kurumi do it today? She's kind of been, not unlike the run of a lifetime, but she's won the tag team championship a couple times. She held the champion of champions title during the Danganronpa Olympics. She's not one to sneeze at anymore. The Girl Master, she could do it. Kaki Maki is still in as well. Killed Avi even though they went way back, but perhaps killing someone close to you in these Hunger Games gets you victories. She knows Avi's already on the map, so will Maki try and be on the map too? Tengen. Oh man Tengen. Using his Just for Men Gray, I bet. Looking sharp, but will he win sharply? I'm not sure. And lastly, the Small Knight, Monotaro, who had his talent revoked. Can he win and potentially earn it back? I guess the choices are his and his alone. Make your picks first, second, and third. I'm gonna make my picks as well. First, I gotta pick Maki. Kaki Maki. She had to kill Avi for a reason. She's gonna get that victory. She's gonna get that dub. For second, I'm gonna take Fuyiko, the babyface gangster. I mean, I got it. And you know what? Him and Maki, they teamed together at one point. I think they might do it. They might do it again. They might win together. In fact, I predict a tie between Fuyiko and Maki. In fact, if Fuyiko and Maki tie, Fuyiko, you've been like a squad prospect for a long time. If you and Maki tie in this one, you're in, guaranteed, no doubts about it. But I'll take Kurumi for third, because I don't want to bet against her. That being said, it's your final 6, and Fuyiko, Masaru, Kurumi, Maki, Tengen, and Monotaro are all caught with their hearts beating quickly. The quickened pace, likened to that of the pulse, determination, and even the fate of a samurai woman. Final 6. Let's see how it plays out. And as we do so, we see Fuyiko using night vision goggles to navigate the arena. Masaru relaxes by his campfire. Maki and Monotaro enter Kurumi's mind. It was a pleasant trip filled with sunshine and rainbows. Tengen is killed and placed by a realistic doll made as an image. We still have 6 remaining, but after this proceed, I don't think we will. Because look, check that out. I'll tell you what. In fact, I think they are still alive. Kurumi, Masaru, and Monotaro get chased by a rampaging Tengen, and Maki beats Fuyiko with a steel chair. I don't think Maki wants to tie with Fuyiko. We didn't lose a single soul, but as we proceed, we might. We very well might, because Kurumi tries to take awake all night to catch the mastermind but falls asleep. Fuyiko tries to sing himself to sleep. Monotaro respects Tengen, doesn't love him but respects him. Masaru also gets killed and replaced by a realistic doll. And Maki uses the spirit of the Great Pumpkin to change the arena date to October. Nothing yet. And as we proceed again, we see day 4 is Tengen and Monotaro hunt for other tributes. Kurumi turns the Statue of Liberty into freaking Sayaka, and you know, that one hits different when you think about the Statue of Liberty at AV Mania. I hope it's not that one, Kurumi, otherwise we're gonna be fighting. Fuyiko wonders what events are canon to the Danganronpa Hunger Games lore as Masaru wakes up dead and Maki dies of dysentery. We thought we might have had another peaceful day, but now we are down to your final 4. There's Fuyiko, there's Kurumi, there's Tengen, and Monotaro after this. It's still your final 4, but I wasn't expecting a surprise like this. After opening a strange app on their phones, the tributes are transported to the metaverse. Monotaro and Kurumi theorize on just whose palace this is. Tengen and Fuyiko both steal various valuables from the palace, which means nobody dies. It is a chill time as we proceed one more again. We lost 2. Hold on, think again. Don't you know what you're starting? But should've had a clue how bad this'll go. Don't you know all of these tributes suck? It's a terrible turnabout for Masaru, Maki. Oh man. We'll see everybody's statuses. We still have Fuyiko, Kurumi. We got Tengen and we have Monotaro. It's a wide stretch of characters, but they are in your final 4. And within your final 4, Kurumi, Tengen, Monotaro, Fuyiko, they're all kind of what we like to call a crises of fate. Let's see how this plays out. Final 4, who will walk out with no title but a spot in the finale? Kurumi attempts to sneak into Yoko's items, unfortunately gets seen by Fuyiko, an employee of the store. Nothing happens though. Monotaro exploits Tengen's kindness and has him do various humiliating tasks for him. We'll proceed yet again. 4 still remain, but that comes down to just 2 as Tengen uses a cactus to kill Kurumi. Monotaro reminisces about season 3 and Fuyiko dies of dysentery. It is a 1v1 between Tengen and Monotaro, and after this, clear day, yep. Terrible turnabout for our fallen 2 here. Kurumi, Fuyiko. And therefore, as we see everybody's statuses, it is down to just 2. And between these 2, I will still ask you who. Will it be Tengen, Monotaro? Monotaro. Once again, the Bears have had not had too many opportunities to win that championship. However, 2 of them have held that championship before. We're talking about the one and only, the fantastic, undisputed Monophony. We're talking about the king of the Danganronpa, Team Monokid, represented with his title. Monotaro wants to win this one too. Can Monotaro do it? Go to the finale, or will Tengen stand in his way? It is a battle of the baddies. Will it be Monotaro, Tengen, both, or neither because they absolutely suck? Well, I think the answer is pretty clear here, but I think we'll proceed and I'll prove it to you. And they proved it to you too, because never mind, they don't both die. But I mean, like, if you think about it, one of them is said to be death, so you could say that they're both dead, because Monotaro asks Tengen, "What are you?" Tengen responds, "Death," and then kills Monotaro. That small bean is a dunzo. And well, we're down to just 1, and that one is your winner and moves on to the finale. Take it home, Tengen. Bask in his glory. This old man with his just for men gray, he is heading all the way to the finale. Your winner, representing Danganronpa 3. He came, he saw, he conquered, and he walks out. Tengen. Going to the championship match. Yeah, and still no, I'm surprised one of these didn't hit today, but we got a whole season for them to hit. We do have a whole season for them to hit. I am very surprised one did not hit, but I digress. It did not hit today, and I don't believe any more hit today either, did they? No, they did not. So, without further ado, that is Tengen, and he is on the bracket. Tengen joining up there. Eyes locked on Lead AV's championship, but he ain't never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Monotaro, Fuihiko, Karumi, Maki, Masaru, Monosuke, Junko, the best in the world, AV, and Kotoko round off your top 10. So, how'd you do? How'd your picks do? I don't know. Most people probably didn't pick Tengen, but I'll tell you what. You should've, because he sucked the least today. You hate to see it, but you know what? You love to see it. Your United States Savior is still holding on to that title. Tenko, you ain't never gonna cash in. Yeah. All the way at the end was Team Monokid, and perhaps last season was a farce because he's been doing terribly this season, if I remember correctly. We'll proceed one more again, and we see at the top, Monokid fell in a pit and perished. We had an arena event that took out nearly everybody after a very bloody day one and bloodbath. And it all ended with Tengen saying, well, they call me Death. Monotaro perished, and the game all ended. We'll proceed one more again. Crazy Oko and Tengen both had 4 KOs. Junko had 2, Maki with 2, Togami with 2. Everyone else with 1 or less. It's all about Tengen. He won this thing. You'll love to see it. We'll proceed one more again to the Reaping. Yeah, that's all she wrote. Tengen's on that bracket. No secret achievements hit, but we have a tag team matchup coming up. I gotta switch seats so Friday even get in here because we gotta all record these things back to back essentially. Get excited. It'll be a fun time. Tag team match. I know he has increased some of the things that could happen. I'm excited to see if those things do happen. Thank you for watching, and thank you, you know, dialing the heelness down just a little bit. Thanks for 5 years on this crazy channel. We've had a lot of fun in these 5 years in the Danganronpa Hunger Games. It's not like a 5-year celebration of the channel itself, because we've had other content before that. I think before that we did V3. I think we did. Did we do? Yeah, I think we did Ultra Despair Girls before that too. Yeah. Regardless, good times all around with all of those series, with all that stuff. And all of this, we've done this for 5 years. Not 5 years like every week. That'll be coming up in January, because we really only missed, I think, have we missed 2 weeks of Hunger Games, or have we just missed 1 week of Hunger Games? I think we might have just missed a single week of Hunger Games because of Donna. But I feel like we might have missed another week some other time, but I think maybe we just delayed them. I don't quite remember. I don't quite remember. I just know like 1 week we took off. I think 1 week I thought about taking off. But then I was like, you know, just crunch time, me and Friday, we've got it. 5 years. 5 years missing like a single week is really, really wild. No. We did skip a week for this year, I think, for, when I went to Texas. Was there? I think I might have skipped. Yeah, I think I just was like, you know what? Let's just take a week off. Because I think at that point I was like, you know, we've been doing this for like 5 years and I haven't like taken a legit like vacation week off for this. Fun times. I've been loving it though. Still loving it. You love to see it. That being said, Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you sincerely for 5 years, even though all of these characters absolutely suck in comparison to the United States Savior, and that's why he's your champion. Thank you for watching.